Hey guys, Matt Bowman here from Real Knockoffs Guide Service. I'm just going to do a quick little tutorial on how I rig up my Twinkie rigs. So I usually start with a number 2 ball bearing swivel made by Torpedo. These have been tested and they seem to be the strongest on the market right now. Let's quickly throw it on the 50-pound Seagar floral. Do about 5 to 8 twists. Wet the line. And back through the first loop. Get your pliers to give you a hand. A little bit of strength. Pull them as tight as you can. Cut off a little bit of tag, but you want to leave a little bit because there's always going to be a bit more pull on there. So there you go. I don't know if you can see it. Where's the camera? There we go. Well, not there. And I will proceed to put on my Twinkie rig. And right now we're running with the Viola Jean Twinkie rig made by Got to Bite. So you got to separate the skirt a little bit and get the line going through the bullet head. I should have mentioned that the swivel is at the top end of the line. So there's 1, maybe 2, maybe 2. And 3. Okay, once you have your Twinkie flies on there, grab your bait head. Here I've just got a cheap Trigger X bait head. They're cheap, but they seem to do the trick. Let's get that line fed through. And then from there, some guys put surgical tubing on to protect your line, but I don't. I haven't had any issues with it. I like to run a single treble. This again is a number 2 treble hook made by Torpedo Fishing Products. Another Canadian company that we like to support. So same as the swivel, 5 to 8 twists. Get it wet. Get that line going back through that first loop. Tighten her up. Same thing, cut the tag, but leave just a touch. There you have it. Hold your Twinkies in place. I like to use a toothpick, and I like to go in through the bottom end. That way, if there is any toothpick sticking out, you can't see it. Jam it in there as far as you can. Just rock it back and forth until it snaps off. Okay, maybe these ones will go from the front. Just twist till it pulls off, and then you can see it's on there nice and stiff, but not too stiff. You can still change the spacing if you want to, and that's key. I like to stay flexible. You don't want the flies too bunched up. You want them spread apart to look more like that school of bait fish that you're trying to imitate. There you go, number 3. So there you have the spacing. 1, 2, 3, and there's the bait head. And then once you get your strip of meat in there, another trick to pin your hook, you want your hook at the back end of that meat strip or the rocket, whatever you're going to use back there. Take the toothpick again and put it in that back hole on the bait head. Rock it back and forth and snap it off. And that way you can adjust the length of line that you want in there. And the reason why I have it rigged up like that, with the swivel at the front, depending on what flash you use, right here we got a Kingfisher 2. There's a swivel already on the back of this, so I can leave the torpedo swivel closed. Just put her on there. Once you have everything rigged up, you can either put it on the line or store it. I use cut up pool noodles. Put a little slit in there so you can slip it right on your attractor. And then just wrap the line around that pool noodle. And the hooks go right in that pool noodle. Everything's on there nice and tight, and you can store it. You've got no line flying all over the place. Everything's secure. And that's just kind of the way we do things. So there's a little tip for anyone looking. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'm always available on the social medias. And if you have my number, feel free to shoot me a text. All right, take it easy.